So I've taken a bit of a break since the Olympics, and but this evening, the NHL, well, the Toronto Maple Leafs kick off their season, so I figured as a diehard Leafs fan, it'd be a good time to restart my posts surrounding Your Mindset Matters, and it's a beautiful autumn day here in Victoria, so away we go. One of the things that is interesting about this beginning, especially for the Leafs, and you don't have to be a Toronto Maple Leafs fan or even a hockey fan for this to appreciate this, is what I've found interesting in the last number of weeks is the pundits, the hockey pundits, especially those whose job it is to sort of cover the Toronto Maple Leafs, have come to the conclusion, most of them, that the Toronto Maple Leafs, the management, didn't do enough during the off season to change the future outlook of that team, right? Its ability to do better than it's done in the previous years, which is, get past the first round of the playoffs. And I just find that fascinating. So part of why I find that a bit mind-boggling is that they've hired a new coach, and and these pundits say that hiring a new coach is not enough. And my experience tells me otherwise. So they're arguing that the new coach is great and everything, but you needed to bring in new players as well, significant new players. And that's just not been my experience in rowing in particular, because every successful crew that I was ever a part of had an exceptional coach, right? And I can easily attribute my success to the coaches that I've had. Okay, sure, I brought something to the game, but invariably it's been the coach that has been able to take what I have, nurture it, inspire it, motivate it, and improve it. So my question, I guess, is how is that different in hockey? How can a coach, new leadership, come into a team that has some of the best hockey players in the world, and with some other changes, they made some other changes, and not think that that's enough to have a different team, to have a better team? I just find that really strange because, and correct me if I'm wrong here, but I don't think there's any other part in life where we wouldn't expect the same of a new leader. So when a company hires a new CEO, it's not like they say to them, good luck, because we're not going to give you a bunch of new players. You just have to do this on your own. That's normal. They expect that a new president, a new CEO, new leadership will change culture for the better and thereby improve performance, success, yada, yada. The same is our experience when we work with independent schools. When independent schools hire a new head of school, it's because they want a change in culture. They want something healthier, they want something different, and they want an improved performance among staff. And again, it's not like, oh, we're going to give you a new music teacher, we're going to give you a new admissions person, blah, blah, blah. No, we expect you on your own, without any other changes, to change performance, to influence performance for the better. Now, granted, I totally buy into the whole, get the wrong people off the bus, get the right people on the bus. I totally get that. But my experience, again, is that you change leadership, you change culture. And the good ones, anyway. You change culture, you change performance, you change accountability, all of it. It just trickles down. But it starts with leadership. And so that's why I just find this so interesting that many of these hockey analysts are saying that Toronto has not done enough in the off season to expect to have to get past the first round. And I just kind of scratch my head. Now, I'm not a prediction guy, but I'm gonna, what I've seen of this new coach, Craig Berube, who's a ex-NHLer, kind of tough guy, and just no fuss, no muss, straight shooter, holds people accountable, doesn't play favorites, team always comes first. Like, those are fundamental shifts in culture. He brings that to a team of talented athletes. You're going to see a change in performance. And I just expect that's going to be the case. So I can be proven wrong, totally get it. but I'm expecting some shifts here. And I guess the final one for me is, to argue that in our own self, like in our own being, if we were to hire or change our coach, i.e. us, if we were to change the way we talk to ourselves, the way we hold ourselves accountable, the way we relate to ourselves, to not think that that's going to have a positive influence on our capacity to perform at a higher level, I just think is nonsense. Anytime we shift our inner voice, our inner dialogue, our inner belief, we come out the other side of that as a better individual. So time will tell, and I'll likely report back on this many times as a diehard Leafs fan. Yeah, I know. I've heard it all. But we'll just wait and see. Okay, so opening night tonight in Montreal against the Canadiens, and it's going to be. I just think it's going to be good hockey. So I'm looking forward to that more than anything. So enjoy the rest of your day. Take care of yourselves. Share the love, and we'll see you next week. Okay, bye-bye.